I wanted to start my speech with an apology this week. It's not going to be as good as I wanted it to be. I didn't have time to memorize it. This week we lost a good friend of mine, a sergeant, at the Sheriff's Department. He was killed in the line of duty this week, and his funeral was just yesterday. So I didn't really have the time, so I apologize. My speech is about robotics in operating rooms. And one of the biggest things in operating rooms these days is a multi-million-dollar, multi-arm robot named Da Vinci. And Da Vinci's been used for nearly 400,000 surgeries in this last year, which is triple the amount from just 4 years earlier. In the past, patients had to undergo major surgeries and remain hospitalized for several days or even weeks, and they had a long recovery time, and their physical activities were vastly restricted for weeks or months. People that undergo surgery in the past who didn't keep up with advances in surgery would be amazed to know how many surgeries can be done with little or no hospital stay these days through the use of robotics and laparoscopic surgeries. They could make a major difference in recovery after certain types of surgery. And robotic surgery is when they use mechanical devices that allow the surgeon to, through minimal invasion, they use 3D cameras and more precise movement, very, very specific, more so than the human hand, and it also reduces the surgeon's fatigue. You may wonder where first surgeries were performed, and according to the Virginia Commonwealth University website, they said that the first robot-assisted surgery was done in 1985, where a surgical arm that was called the Puma 560 was used in a neurosurgical biopsy. And the system offered greater precision, and the successful outcome led to the first robot-assisted laparoscopic procedure in 1987. Over the next several years, the techniques were improved. In 2000, and the FDA approved the robotic system for use in general laparoscopic surgery, and that was the robot that was called Da Vinci. Specialized centers now operate robotically on kidneys and gallbladders, lungs, hearts, stomach, and most other organs in the body. The results of using the robotic assisted surgeries are astounding. As more doctors become familiar with this type of surgery, and more hospitals, medical centers, universities use the latest robotic technology, surgery as we know it will more than likely disappear. There's no longer the pain and long recovery periods. The surgeons can perform at a higher level with less risk and more success, and surgical centers can be able to handle patients more efficiently to better surgical outcomes with shorter recovery time. The main disadvantages to robotic surgery are mainly related to the ability to train the surgeons how to use the robots, the time and cost to train them, and the cost of the equipment and installation and insurance coverages. These disadvantages will likely be overcome, and more people depend on the latest and safest surgical procedures and outcomes. Talked a little about the history, development, and current use of robotic surgery. I've indicated how it can affect your lifestyle after major surgery. It may seem like something out of Star Trek or Star Wars. Some of us, it may seem like something out of Terminator. To others, either way, it's the future and it's here now. And again, I apologize for this speech, but it's just been a very bad week, but I didn't want to miss turning my speech in on time. So, thank you for listening.